All right, and if you haven't done so, all right, welcome everybody to the closing ceremony for CNUR 102, Foundations of Care, a Developing Professional. I'm Abigail Wixon Griffiths, known to my students as Abby. I'll be your mistress of ceremonies today. I've had the pleasure of coordinating the course along with my colleagues, Dia Grassley-Wise, Leonie Mumbu, and Lisa Sebastian, who is unfortunately not able to be here today. Now that the course is wrapping up, we're here to celebrate your entrance to the nursing profession. Throughout the term, we've really emphasized and focused on the concepts of professionalism, safety, and communication. We've learned of how the Code of Ethics and the Saskatchewan Registered Nurse Association standards will guide our practice. We've also learned about our values and beliefs, therapeutic communication, health and wellness, and so much more. We've covered the foundations of care with you as you become developing professionals. Today, we would like to welcome some guests, as you can see on the screen here, Karen Lehman, Warren Cook, and Kat Moyer, who will be joining us today. We also have our faculty here who have been instructors in our lab portion of the course: Leonie, Dia, Kim Barassa, Mark McCullough, Andrea Norby-Shan, Alison Rashad, Lindy McKinley, Vanessa Vogel, and then Lisa Sebastian and Lisi Montano, who were unable to be here today. So to get started, I'd like to invite Kat Moyer.
Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you all in your whites or getting ready to have your whites, but it's so lovely to see you all in one room. I haven't seen you since orientation, I don't think. I have a little confession to make first. It's the first time I've actually written a speech for this event, so feedback after the ceremony is great. Anyway, good morning again, and welcome to all of you and those who are maybe streaming, and welcome to our guests. As an undergraduate nursing student, you have chosen to become part of the largest and most trusted group of health professionals. With this trust comes great responsibility, as you've probably already learned a little bit. We strive to educate nurses who are competent and deliver the best quality of care in a variety of settings. You may be working in a hospital, you may be working in home care, you may be working maybe in a school. No job is less important than your job that day. You are the most, the person that people will go to ask questions, the person that people will trust the most. They will tell you everything about their life, and you have to hold that dear to your heart and in confidence. With the developing complexity in healthcare settings, nursing careers are becoming increasingly flexible. You will have an opportunity to be maybe a nurse consultant, a nurse practitioner, a nurse anesthetist. What we're doing here now and for the next 4 years, and maybe 3 for some of you, is just laying those foundations. So every day counts while you're here, and we'll do the best that we can to support you through your journey. We want to empower you to have all the opportunities that nursing can provide. We will make you our priority. We will challenge you as a student to achieve your full potential and maintain academic standards, develop great clinical judgment and reasoning, and develop appropriate ethical boundaries while providing you with all the supports that encourage your learning and success. There's only one certainty in nursing, and that is change. Everything will change. Every year in the program will change. You will change instructors often and benefit from all of that expertise that surrounds you. Changes in culture, technology, where and how we deliver care and to whom. And there's lots of diversity as well along with that change. Diversity is more than just the color of our skin. It is our culture. It is our ethnicity. It is our gender, and it is how we express ourselves to others. It is all of our individual differences. You must never underestimate the impact of your words and actions. These are the most powerful tools that you will have. The rewards of practicing as a competent, safe, and respectful nurse are more than worth the effort that this program will demand. I think you're already finding out how much we demand, possibly, in homework, in time, and maybe encroaching on your social activities. But it is all worth it in the end, and every day that you're a nurse, you're actually affecting someone else's life. So it is the most rewarding career you'll have, and I'm not talking actually about the money. So with that, I wish you all the best today and every day throughout the program and throughout your career.
Thanks very much, Kat. Next, we'll hear from Karen Lehman.
Good morning, students, faculty, and guests. Thank you for allowing me to share a few thoughts with you this morning. I have 3 things that I'd like to speak to today. First, congratulations. You are almost through your first semester of your nursing program. Within CNUR 102, you have been exposed to many foundational nursing concepts, which you will be revisiting over and over throughout the remainder of your program. Concepts such as therapeutic communication, the interview process, the code of ethics, boundaries, determinants of health, and many others will be a part of your practice as you move forward. Consider all that you have learned in this course and integrate these concepts into your future work. It will serve you well. Second, I would like to share a story with you from my nursing school days. So it's a very old story. A good friend of mine in nursing school was an excellent student. In our 4th year, we had some papers returned to us, and as always, she did great. And a couple of people were teasing her about how smart she was. Her reply was, "I'm not smarter than anyone. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know where to find the information." That has always stuck with me and is such great advice. We certainly need to know a few things as we head into our nursing practice, but we won't always know it all. Over the next few years of your education, remember to utilize the resources that are available to you. These would be within your course, including your teachers, the library, student services, as well as supports available both at the University of Regina and Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Always search for the answers and ask for help when you need it. Maintain a curiosity, never stop questioning, and never stop seeking answers. Don't ever give up. And third, I have a quote that I would like to share with you. Barb Shellian is a nurse leader in Canada and a former president of the Canadian Nurses Association. She has identified 4 pillars of leadership, and they are be prepared, be resilient, be relentless, and be yourself. She may relate these to leadership, but I feel these are great pillars that we can relate to life itself. I've spoken to the first 3, really, and now want to speak to the final one. Be you. Remember that you have so much to give your patients. Be genuine and authentic. Never fake it. Be real. If you don't know something, admit it and find the answer. Think about why you are here today. Why do you wish to be a registered nurse? What drives you to this amazing profession? Always remember that and let it shine through. The care that you provide will be better for it. I'm so pleased to be here today and share this time with you. Best of luck in the remainder of this semester and throughout your program. I look forward to seeing you shine.
Thanks very much, Karen. And now we'll invite Warren Cook up.
Hello, my name is Warren Cook. I love all your white scrubs as well. They are awesome. I wear white and black all the time. It's just how I roll. Anyways, I'm duly trained as a registered nurse and a registered psychiatric nurse. I'm in my 8th year of practice. When I was a student, I started in 2007 over at the other building. If I would have told you that, or somebody would have told me that I was going to be president at this point in my career, I would have laughed, and probably a lot of my instructors probably would have laughed as well. Some still do, maybe. Anyways, point of the story is SRNA is an amazing organization. We are part of 12,000 registered nurses and nurse practitioners in this province. There's a great amount of history, respect, and dignity in the profession. There are a great many mentors out there to help you learn and guide along the way. Ask questions, that was mentioned earlier. Never stop questioning, that's a key important part. And say, I don't know when I don't know. Don't pretend that you know something when you don't. That's one of the biggest things I would say is say, I don't know when I don't know. And don't get discouraged, keep working, keep learning. And yeah, speak your truth. I was also going to say, like, part of my role with Saskatchewan Registered Nurses Association is I also have the privilege of sitting on the board of the Canadian Nurses Association, which recently opened up its membership to include, it used to be just RN exclusive and nurse practitioners, and it's opened it up to LPNs and psych nurses as well. And there's a big push for intra-professional collaboration working within the nursing professions. We're a part of a team. Remember, as you go forward to work as part of a team, we're one of those members. Now he's putting the patients at the center, working for the patients, the families, and the communities, and that's really important. It really is a privilege to be able to serve and do our job. I work up in La Ronge in the ER. I got ER specialty practice last year, which was a significant thing for me. And there will probably be a job there for you guys when you guys get done and you get into your practicums. Look up in La Ronge, that's a great place to go. But the other thing is, we're also connected globally. Part of being on CNA and the Canadian Nurses Association is we're part of a global profession. And different governments do different things about how we're regulated and how we operate, but we have a great amount of ability to be able to influence the direction of our profession going forward. And just remember, we're part of a group. There's a lot of people behind us and before us. And keep moving forward with respect and dignity, and you can impact and you can influence. I don't want to hold myself out as a great example, but just because you're starting out in your career, you're getting the latest research, and sometimes professionals get a little they know that they do something and it works and need to be challenged in their way. So just because maybe you're out in a preceptorship, maybe you have the newest information and you're helping be the cutting edge of change, which is true because that's what you're going to be doing. And keep asking questions. Joanne Peterson, who's the previous president, gave me a little note before I became president. And it started off with a good mentor will. So the part of me doing this, there's 8 points here. And it's about what to look for in a good mentor. Seek them out, find them, and learn and adapt from them. But a good mentor will, 1, push you harder than you expect. 2, guide you to ask better questions. 3, expect continuous improvement. 4, dare you to dream big. 5, challenge assumptions. 6, be a lifelong learner. 7, appreciate self-taught mentors. And 8, teach you how to think, not what to think. So with that, I'll let you be. I wish you guys great success in your schooling and careers, and never stop questioning or advocating. Take care.
Thank you, Warren. So we've had a few regrets today from guest speakers, and I just wanted to take this opportunity actually to use the time to share a reflection that I came across from a student nurse from my alma mater, McMaster University. This was published in the RNAO Journal, their digital magazine, and it really spoke to me. I could think about my time back in clinical, and I just wanted to share that with you now. All right. So this is by Marisol Perez Vergara. Another visit home has come to an end, and I say goodbye to my family. I look out the airplane window to see Mexico City's lights slowly getting smaller as we ascend, eventually fading into complete darkness. As I wipe my tears, a thought comes to my mind. Will this ever get easier? My mind races. I try to find a distraction from the sadness of leaving home. I ponder the reasons I must return to live by myself in that one-bedroom apartment in Hamilton. You are going to become a nurse, I say, my inner voice whispers. School starts up again, and I have been placed on a surgical unit in the nearby city of Burlington. It is not far from Hamilton, but since I don't have a car, some days it feels unreachable, much like my nursing degree. Nevertheless, I wake up at the crack of dawn, meditate, shower, proudly put on my clean scrubs, grab my lunch, and make my way to the bus in the dark early morning. I will be okay, I say to myself. I have been to the surgical unit twice already, once for orientation, then for patient assignment. Technically, this is my first official shift in the new setting. When I arrive, I am both excited and scared. My frantic and worried eyes are probably like those of a lost puppy. My mouth is dry, and my breathing quickens. My throat becomes tighter. My heart is pounding through my chest, increasingly unsteady as I search for the nurse assigned to help me. I finally spot her sitting at the nursing station. She looks busy and I feel faint. At this very moment, the same thought I had when I left my home comes back to my mind. Will this ever get easier? The answer, I don't know, but I have to try. As I approach the nurse, I say, "Hi, my name is Marisol. I'm a level 2 nursing student. I am not sure if I speak English well enough, but I want to help in any way I can. I'm extremely nervous, and a part of me would like to go home and cry." Instead, I look her in the eyes stiffly, introduce myself according to the script I have memorized, and I offer a quick review of the basic skills I feel confident with. And I wait for her to judge me, determining I know too little to be helpful. There is no sign of judgment. Strange. I feel calmer for a moment. Then that nagging thought returns, and this time I really want to ask her, does this get easier? I quickly put the thought aside. We have patients this morning, and this is not the time. We start the morning routine. At one point, my patient's IV pump starts beeping. The IV bag is almost empty and needs to be changed. My heart skips a beat. I've never done this before. I don't know that I'm familiar with the procedure, but I have not actually performed it. My patient asks me if there's something wrong, and once again, I feel the urge to cry out, "Yes, your pump is beeping. I need to change the bag. It's my first time, and I'm afraid of making a mistake." I take a deep breath and calmly respond. "The machine is beeping because we need to change your IV bag. I will gather my supplies. Be right back. I leave the room, both of us a little more reassured. When I find the nurse, I let her know this is my first time. She walks with me to the supply room, points out what I'll need, teaches me about the IV solution and how to confirm it is the right one, and walks back to the room with me. She patiently shadows me as I complete the task. My shaky hands clumsily open the package. I pause the pump, clamp the tubing, hang the new bag, spike the bag, and I think maintain sterile technique, Marisol, and finally prime the line. The whole time I'm so focused on what I'm doing, I hardly notice her in the room. It gets easier, she says tenderly as we exit the room. Her voice is filled with compassion and warmth. I look at her and she smiles. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but it will get easier. Little does she know what her words meant to me that day. So I would just like to say, for the families and friends viewing today, thanks for tuning in. I think it's well stated by Marisol that this journey is a very rewarding one, but not always easy. So the love and support that you share with your family really does make a difference, so be sure to celebrate the successes along the way. For the students, all the very best to you as you embark on the remainder of your journey in the nursing program. Be curious, be prepared, but most of all, be you. Stay positive and just know that you're gaining the experience you'll need to be a professional nurse. And lastly, for my colleagues, I think it's certainly just a wonderful reminder as we say the pledge today. It really is our privilege to continue to challenge, support, and most importantly, compassionately encourage our students. So thank you. All right, so now we're going to invite Warren and Karen to come out to hand up the pledge cards and the carnations as well. So thank you to the students, faculty, guests for your participation in the ceremony, and we'll call you up. So we'll start with Leonie.
The bilingual option student, Abder Golan Hossein, Amy Germain, Top Avery, Catherine Duchesne, Jaden Blech, Michael Loster, and Presley Eptin. My English group, Alice Charles, Geoffrey Cochran, Carter Crew, Victoria Elliott, Matea Gebersa, Laurine Hess, Jimwana Ibonajo, Tarin Makni, Matthew Nash Awanyo, Amber Pomeroy, Michelle Singh, Cassidy Stenson, and Sarah Huldu.
All right, and I'll just take this opportunity now to say I'm sorry if we do mispronounce any of your names. As I did to Leonie's just earlier, I will invite Dia's group up next.
So for my morning group, we have Olameo Adewale, McKenna Brewster, Jean-Luc Christofferson, Catriona Deach, Sarah Erickson, Jordan Fry, Camille Geddes, Palumi Johnson, Karen Corvemaker, Janea Krekelwich, Oseamwens Okambawa, Juliana Ragonis, Maria Tunnell, Tony Van Castile, and Micah Yob. Now for our afternoon group, Giovanna Barassi, Jessica Brown, Amy Chandler, Keisha Grulich, Raylina Walker, Sarah Hong couldn't be with us today, but we have Olena Korletz, Claire Larson, Haley Little Parisienne, Emily Lizet, Emily McClenahan, Sydney Petrovich, Jasmine Rebolito, Shelby Salerno, and Raja Sengalang.
Now we'll invite Kim Barassa's group.
Adezola Ajala, Victoria Desjardins, Christina Yolufka Darnell, Kiera Kopik, Ibadan Lal, Nyabani Mathing, Halsey Nanesmith, Aiden Phillips, Desiree Rader, Nicole Rapsing, Julie Stephen, Kira Yo, Tiana Tripp.
All right, now Mark McCullough's group. All right, so we have Carl Sippers, Alyssa Caldwell, David Howden, Logan Kubik, Haley Hualik, Kaya Jessup. Kian Kucher. Kayla Nagy. Savannah Nordgren. Marvel Olinka. Dedaliku Omombo Pepple. Isra Rashid. And Trent Wyam. Okay, now we'll invite Mark McCullough's group.
Olasindi Adebayo. Folasad Awasian. Alexandra Bezbaratko Gafrier. Jenna Dahlman. Emily Desjardins. Megan Inglot. Sarah Kalmakov. Hannah Kearney. Chantel Lefebvre. Laura Ayodel. Tisha Regal. And Joshua Robertson.
Thanks, everyone. Your continued quiet is appreciated. So now we'll invite Andrea's groups up.
Alexia Aikman. Zyrene Antonio. Jenna Berger. Chuhan Chang. Janelle Sear. Alexandria Dale. Jamie Kolinek. Jana Laliberty. Robin Matson. Mega. Josephine Moon. Megan Plaquin. Jillian Romano. And Taya Shesky. Muebat Adagoki. Ayo Depupo Adatola. Adaranke Awe. Samantha Fitterer. Marianne Ford. Gabrielle Guinette. Shelby Heiss. Kylie Ireland. Manshri Patel. Sydney Price. Ramandeep Sidhu. Isabel Spark. Jewel Weichel. Taryn Williams. Anita Aincia. And missing is Jordan Patrick.
And now Alison Rashad's group.
Heidi Branning. Asia Delingoma. Lexi Fensky. Darvin Guergio. Youngmin Ha. Rory Late. Astrid Liska. Sarah Miller. Courtney Sostonic. Dorothy San Pedro. Emily Schneider. Shaylin Feidman. Josie Trelevin. Samantha Young.
And now Lindy McKinley's group.
McKenna Davis. Levi Duty. Christiana Ihuma. Mildred Lara. Kaylee Matternack. Melissa Murday. Catherine Naharney. Fiona Ralston. Jalen Silzer. Alicia Tejani. And Ushna Usmani.
All right, Vanessa Vogel's group.
Kaylin Collins. Vanessa Hender. Peyton Huber. Regine May Jacinto. Shailene LaSalle. Mariah Martin. Kendra McAllister. Margaret Musoke. Mehehun Nesha. Carly Powell. Caitlin Richardson. Riti Sharma. Jasmine Thomas. Eamon Wadjid. Heather Fisk. Eva Gray. Haley Meager, Jaylyn Packett, Dallas Popowich, Sarah Putz, Peyton Robertson, Taylor Schuler, Janaea Sellinger, Megan Stamen, Tasia Trobert, Claire Uterhagen, Jillian Weed. Unable to make it, Emmett Leibel and Sophia Palapel.
All right, we're now going to recite the pledge as a group to officially welcome you into the profession. All right, so when everyone's standing, maybe we'll do a countdown from 3, 2, 1. To practice the art and science of nursing toward increasing patients' physical, mental, social, and emotional well-being based on evidence and current nursing research. To acknowledge the privilege to practice nursing in partnership with patients. To acknowledge the privilege to support patients to live and die with dignity. To hold those entrusted to our care with respect, affirm their and confidence. To advocate for the health and needs of patients, respecting their values and beliefs. To act as leaders in promoting health throughout communities. To hold and esteem nursing educators, researchers, scholars, and experts who have guided our path and are welcoming us into the profession. To help strengthen fellow nursing and advocate. To share our knowledge with encourage and welcome future nurses. Great. Thank you so much. What a wonderful term. So now, as you're standing, I'll just invite you guys to go outside to enjoy some refreshments. Thank you very much.